We are so excited to say that this podcast is sponsored by Watermans.
Wait, the solicitors?
Yeah, but they're not like regular solicitors, obviously.
So not super serious and complicated?
Yeah, I would say they're a bit more straightforward kind of vibe, our vibe.
I can get bored with that.
For straightforward legal advice, remember Watermans.
It was Christmas Eve, babe. It's Christmas Eve.
Sing it again.
And no, I can't because I don't actually know the words.
Christmas Eve, babe. I don't even know the words to that one. We really hope you're ready for the big man coming down your chimney tonight. Hope you've left him some milk and cookies. He doesn't like vegan cookies or almond milk, so get that to fuck.
It needs to be the real shit.
Santa's not vegan.
We might be these days. The world's
Maybe. He might be, yeah. Merry fucking Christmas. You filthy animals.
I don't understand how we go from not talking to it being chaos within 2 seconds.
Because we're just so last minute. We're currently still drowning. We've got no cue cards. We've ran out. We're going to get them updated for next year. But we are pre-recording today 2 episodes. And then we are giving you a little extra special Patreon episode, which will come out the first week of January. And then we're back to business for a few weeks until this baby is out of me.
And then we're on maternity leave.
And then we're on maternity leave. We're still over on Patreon. And then when I come back is who knows when.
TBC.
TBC. No pressure. So if you are our listener and you're not on Patreon and you want to still catch up with us, then definitely head over there whilst we're gone, because you have about 40 episodes to catch up on.
No,
and they're really funny.
That's actually a benefit if you're not on it already. You don't need to see us go. Just head on over. More.
Also, what I was thinking, today is Christmas Eve. If you haven't got a Christmas present for yourself or a friend.
Do we buy ourselves presents now for Christmas?
Yeah, we do. So if you want to just treat yourself to a Patreon subscription.
Absolutely. Why not, eh?
Because it's £3.50, mate. Bagging.
It's nothing more than a coffee. You get 4 extra episodes a month.
Yep.
1 each week.
Every Friday.
Every fucking Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You get monthly giveaways. You get a group chat.
Yep.
And we're active in that.
We are. It's getting more active as time goes on as well, because the more people are joining up, more people are feeling more confident.
Yeah, comfortable to speak out.
Somebody actually wrote in it last night, like, I'm looking for an all-inclusive resort for my honeymoon. And I mean, neither of me or you have been on one, so I was like, I don't really know the answer to that one, so I couldn't reply.
No.
And before I knew it, the girlies were on the case and there was some answers to her, and I thought, you know what, that's lovely.
Absolutely. You also get a monthly special, which we sometimes do vlog style, so we're like YouTubers out there.
Mm-hmm.
The camera in public, which, by the way, I'm good at.
Which might be the case more in maternity leave. That might be happening. You
At
might
home
be getting
with
a bit
Jess.
of that. You never know. My morning routine.
Baby on your boob.
Oh my God, no thanks.
Anyway, you get a lot over there. You also get early access to any tickets for events we're doing.
Yeah.
Which they won't be stopping next year either.
That's a huge perk.
A huge perk.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, about 80% of the tickets, if not more, go.
And
before they're even
also,
out.
another big perk I feel like for Patreon, because I sign up to some other podcast Patreon, no ads. No ads
Correct.
at all.
I forget about that.
Yeah.
I don't know how, and I need to upload everything fucking twice.
No automated ads, and then you also don't have the sponsored ads that we do either. So
It's perfect.
it's a shorter episode. It's just snappier. It's just good. Yeah. And also the episode on Friday as well is also a video. You've got that on YouTube as well. You've got like a private little link.
We're more open over there as well, I would say.
Definitely.
Bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
What we're doing in today's episode then?
That's your job. Nice try.
I don't have the answer.
We're going to have a little catch up because you've been a few places. I've got a few things to update you on. And yeah, we've got some feedback from a few messages. You guys seem to really like that when we get you guys involved in your opinions on dilemmas that we've discussed. So we're going to go back to that, and we really appreciate when you guys reach out to us, whether it's for a dilemma or whether it's just sharing your opinion on something so we can share and make our listeners feel comfortable, because our opinions are not always gospel. We like to think they are, but they're not.
Mine definitely is. Everything I say is correct.
Correct.
Factual information.
But I think it's important to have a nice dynamic of other people's opinions on things, so we can just know that we're all just cruising on this thing called life just fine.
It's everyone's first time at life, remember that?
It is.
Including your parents.
Don't make us emotional. So, I have a big thank you as well. I had some really nice messages yesterday from people just saying, like, from last week's episode where I was having my big wobble.
Yeah.
And I definitely feel a little bit better this week, actually. I think what I've come to terms with the fact is my feelings are valid. This is completely normal.
Absolutely is.
And you hear about these things when you're not pregnant, about phases of pregnancy. And when you're in it, you really are in it. And it's like, fuck me, this third trimester, I was told thousands of times that really thrive for your second trimester because you'll feel amazing, which I did. Mm-hmm. And I feel really lucky that I've had a very textbook pregnancy. Most of the symptoms, which I felt like I experienced most, but nothing serious. Mm-hmm. And then the second trimester, I felt amazing. And then third trimester, especially after our events, boom, hit me hard. I'm really struggling to sleep now. I'm getting uncomfortable. I'm larger than life. But there's all just different emotions that are running through my head, and the hormones is definitely a thing. Like, the way I react to things is different. You just get a bit more frustrated, maybe because you're tired.
Yeah.
You lying down at night that's when you want to relax, but then you have this huge indigestion and heartburn feeling, and you just think, oh, I'm restless. I can't chill out. I just want to chill.
You can't really catch a break no matter what you're doing.
Restless legs.
It's the worst.
To bend down to pick something up. Like, I was trying to wrap some presents actually the night in the living room, and even that's a task because you can't sit really and like fold my legs. Like, if I sit down for too long, I then stand up and I could collapse. And my legs don't work anymore. So dramatic.
They're broke.
But anyway, I had a really nice message from someone that I thought I'd read out because it made me feel really good.
Let's read it.
I think it will make anybody else feeling the same way as me really good. Mm-hmm. Hi girls, I really enjoyed this week's episode, and I just wanted to message and let you know that I can completely relate to how you're feeling as your due date gets closer, Jess. My little girl is now 8 months old, but I remember feeling all of those feelings before she arrived. As someone who's always enjoyed my own company, I really wondered how I'd feel with all of a sudden having a little baby by my side. I can hand on heart say that you will thrive as a mother. I think having all of those worries just proves that you will be the best mother you can be. I also only saw super organised, super excited mums-to-be on Instagram, and we didn't even begin organising the nursery until a month before my due date. Your feelings are completely valid. All I can advise is to not listen to anyone's advice. Classic. And just do what works for you and your family. It's funny that people dish out their opinions when, in my humble opinion, lol, there are no experts in this field. No matter how many babies you have, you are only in the newborn phase, or any phase for that matter, for all of a few months. So how can anyone claim to be an expert? It's just beyond me. Zoe, you seem like such a supportive friend. Lots of love.
That's a lovely message, especially then.
I thought you'd like that. And I just felt like that really hit home with me, that when the whole newborn phase, that is so beyond true. You're only a newborn for 4 months. Your class is a newborn.
Yes, so no one can become an expert in something in that short period of time.
Unless you were a midwife or maybe a newborn nanny.
But someone the people who are given the advice are not those people.
And I do see this. Do you know what I found as well? And my save on Instagram must be like blowing up. My Instagram must be like, chill out, sister, because the saved tab is crazy. The amount of things that I see where it's like, here's my newborn sleeping pattern, and I save it. I'm never going to go back and read it.
No, I know you never do though.
But I need to understand why people ask other mums what their baby's sleeping patterns and feeding patterns are, because every baby's different. So I'm reading it thinking that's how, oh shit, maybe I should save that because maybe that's how I should feed my child. No, but that's not the case.
I actually think a lot of the time that's a boasting
my baby
situation.
Slept 12 hours through the night.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing, but that can also have the opposite effect of somebody thinking, I slept 30 minutes.
I think it's also probably, and you might feel this when it's you, maybe like a bit of a celebration. Because you're like, whoa, I feel like I want to tell everyone that my baby actually sleeps good because it's so unheard of. Or you're so happy with it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it kind of comes into conversation, because you're almost like... how good's this?
Yeah, I get that though.
But I know what you mean at the same time. It's like you're then going to compare everything, the way you do with everything else.
There's a lot of things on TikTok, like, here's my newborn routine, and I'm saving it. I'm like, why am I saving this for? I've just got to do me. I've just got to do me. I'm never going to go and do what some other mum's doing anyway. So
But
why am I overwhelming myself?
I think it's good for you to have it though, in case when the time comes, you maybe are struggling to get them to sleep or whatever, and even though these things might not work for you, it's maybe worth a try.
Yeah, like looking at other people's tips of how to. I like all the videos of the midwives showing them how to like get, if they've got like colic or gas and they're getting the legs and they're doing all the movements with the tummy and then let out a big fart. And I'm like, I want someone to do that to me.
I love how that's what you've taken from all the videos you've seen.
Yeah, I think that's great. Like, you know how they rub all the baby's belly and then they're like moving their legs.
Massage, lymphatic drainage for the baby.
I think that sounds bloody gorgeous.
Because wind is a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I could cry when I've got trapped wind.
My mum said I was a really bad colic baby.
Does that mean you had a lot of wind?
I think colic, I could be wrong, not an expert. I think it might be reflux. Alan!
I think it's very similar to that. Yeah. It's quite uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
That's never really
Left,
yeah.
yeah.
I was going to say that.
And then obviously there's all the whole breastfeeding chat, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And I'd like to try.
I think give it a bash. If it doesn't
definitely
work,
gonna give it a
not a
bash.
problem.
I'm going to give pushing it out my vagina a bash, and I'm going to give breastfeeding a bash. Why the fuck not?
Do you think you'll shit yourself?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's just part of the process.
Guys, I can't believe I've not said this on the podcast yet, but you know how a lot of pregnant women suffer from piles and constipation? Guys, I haven't experienced this once. And do you know why?
Why?
Poo stool. The poo stool, putting my feet on the towel basket, has been game-changing for me. I can, hand on heart, I feel like I want to deliver my baby that way. I might take my poo stool into the hospital because...
The amount you're passionate about a poo stool, but then the poo stool is still just a towel basket.
Doesn't matter what it is, does it? Realistically, doesn't matter.
It's just so funny to me.
It doesn't matter. It's a basket.
You just need them up.
Poof. Lift your legs up to a higher. So basically, your knees are at more than 90-degree angles. You will have the most wonderful, pleasant poo of your life every single time.
I bet it's a ghosty as well.
Yep, I had a wonderful poo yesterday. It was a ghost poo. Guys, I can't express it to you enough. Please try it. And even when we first discussed it, what was in season 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The amount of messages that I had afterwards saying, oh my God, that is game changing. It is how we were meant to poo back in the day. You were meant to hover, squat. And I feel like that is amazing in pregnancy.
I don't actually do that.
Zoe, you of all people,
No, I know.
will change your bowels.
Maybe it'll stop the Malteser situation.
It will. It's wonderful. Listen, it's natural. I also had one other short message here just saying, hope this message finds you well. I just wanted to let you know how your feeling is not unusual. When I had my little boy, I had a full-on identity crisis and I had no clue how I should dress, who I was. Was I just Jack's mum now? Was I still me? So please don't compare yourself to others. It is the worst thing you can possibly do. And listen, I was going through a phase. I'm going to probably feel it when I have the baby as well. I don't even know how the fuck to dress now anyway. It's hard to dress a bump, let alone when you just want to rip your skin off.
Just uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, yeah, long story short, thank you for all those lovely messages.
7 days later.
7 days later. Tumbleweed.
No, I enjoy it. I think it's important to share those things because there'll be a million people out there, all those million listeners we've got, who need that advice.
One day.
We can only dream.
So take from that what you will. Poo stool it is. Iconic, honestly.
I do need to get one of them because I've got that wee ledge.
And you put your feet up on that?
Sometimes I try, but it's about that off the ground, so it's just not helpful. And then I hear people say that they put, I think we've discussed this, and they put their actual feet on the toilet seat.
What? I can't get a bob with that.
Well, I can't because my thighs physically
What do you mean?
can't
You put
shut.
your feet on the like I can't
Like
do it, obviously.
where their bum is, their feet would go up.
Oh.
Like their heel would lean on the actual toilet
I can imagine that would really tilt your pelvis, so that would be probably quite nice.
No, it would, but you're like, if you've got any sort of meat on your legs, they can't.
Yeah.
There's no space. they can't fold enough for you to get your legs up there, so that doesn't work for me.
But you know, when I used to go to the Far East, all the toilets were holes in the ground. Everybody squatted.
What, and you had to do that?
Yeah. If I went to China, I had to always squat, yeah. And then in the Middle East, you've got the
B-Day.
B-Day. That's it, where you wash.
You wash your arsehole.
Yeah.
Thoughts on wet wipes?
I absolutely love them. But the only thing I don't like is when you finish wiping your bum, you feel a bit wet down there still.
Yeah, I'm not into a wet wipe for my bum.
But one person said to me, she used to live
Soggy.
in Dubai, and she said to me, so if a bird, I might have said this before, but if a bird shat on your arm, would you just wipe it with tissue? I was like, no, I wouldn't. She's like, you'd get a wet wipe, wouldn't you? I was like, yeah. She was like, that's why I wash my arse.
But that's not my shit.
So?
No, I don't really want my shit in the arse either, but...
I don't think I want any shit on me, really.
No, I know, but that's like... I don't know, like it's out in the public, do you know what I mean? Whereas... I don't know, it's just the sensation of it being wet in there I'm not really into.
Even toilets freak me out a little bit now. When I go into a toilet after another woman, or anyone for that matter, you pull your pants down and you think, her bare everything's just been in this hole and now mine is, and then the next person, we just...
I have to squat every time.
Do you?
I can't deal with the germs of that. I sometimes even think in my own toilet.
When I went to LA with Charlotte, she, you know, when you go into the toilets in America, they have the toilet seat covers, like they do loo roll on the side.
Yeah.
And she said to me, she was like, do you not use that? And I was like, no, we don't have that in the UK. She was like, what? I was like, Charlotte, you used to live there. She's like, I forgot. She went, I cannot go to a public toilet without putting that on the toilet seat.
Yeah.
She went, everybody does it here.
I do quite often get some toilet roll and wipe the toilet seat, even if I'm squatting over it, because I've said that before, when you stand up from doing the toilet and there's wetness on your thighs.
Oh my God.
That is vile.
Or when like something splashes back up at you and you're in a... Anyway, we'll end the toilet chat now. But
everyone loves a bit of toilet chat.
Yeah, they do. But I just thought I would say that tip because that was one thing I keep forgetting to say, and I know that it's a really big thing in pregnancy is constipation and piles.
A lot as well.
And I, hand on heart, can say that I haven't suffered from that because I feel like I'm positioning myself correctly.
You're not having to force it.
Yeah.
And that causes the trauma.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was just going to say wet wipes will block your toilet, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it's not good for the planet, Zoe. Good grief.
That's why I don't use the wet wipes.
I had another few messages as well. I just want to read out to you, Zoe, because I think this might make you feel happy.
Give it a good bash. On you go.
Hi, Jess and Zoe. Your podcast lights up my life. I've been listening since your first season and remember putting in a suggestion of one of your questions, which ended up being, if you were stuck on a desert island, what 5 items would you take with you? That was good. We should do that again.
It will have changed.
It will. Go on then. Give me your 5 items now on the spot. Go.
An inhaler. A nose inhaler.
Would you take Cookie with you?
No.
Okay.
Vic rub.
Right, come on.
A box of tissues. And a knife. Can't fucking breathe.
Right, okay, let's say you didn't have allergies.
Take away the trauma. Oh God. Definitely still a lip balm. I hate dry lips. See when you open your mouth and it cracks down the middle, that happens to be allergy and it was vile. But my favourite one right now is Summer Fridays Mint. And I never used to rave about that, but I'm on board now. Okay. Another item would be hairbrush. Can't get matted hair if you're out there for a while. Cooling spray.
Nice.
The Evian one.
Oh, nice.
Cool you down. SPF. We need it. I would choose... What would I choose for that, actually? What am I loving these days? Heliocare. Sensation one. Really good. And what else would I choose? Box of mints.
Love that.
What's yours?
Oh, God. I was hoping you wouldn't ask.
I was hoping that you did it, so on you go. It's hard to think about.
Definitely a lip product. Without a doubt. What that is, I actually don't care.
Just anything to soothe the lips.
Anything, love. Yeah, I guess an SPF. If we had to do that, then I would take the CosRX one. I love it so much. The Then I would say like my Isle of Paradise green water, but then I'm like, do I even give a shit? I'll be on a desert island.
Oh, so you'll get a wee tan anyway.
Yeah. It's one of those, isn't it? Like you're taking a lot of things here for survival methods. I'm thinking of my 5 ride or die products. So it's a hard one. Maybe we'll come back to that one.
Okay.
Guys, buying your own house and flat can be so stressful.
So stressful. And I feel like as adults, we're just supposed to know all this stuff.
Did you know that it's considered one of the most stressful things you can ever do in your life?
I can believe that, by the way. All the paperwork, lawyers and all that. It's too much.
It's a total minefield. Well, don't worry, I have a solution that will make everything feel easier.
Ooh.
Just let our sponsors, Watermans, handle it all.
Will they pack my boxes too?
Not quite, Lizzie. But they'll definitely take care of everything else.
Perfect.
Anyway, back to the message. We digress. I look forward to discussions because it helps me unwind, makes me feel sane, and leaves me in fits of laughter. Your topics are always so relatable and down to earth, and the way you allow your listeners to take part in your discussions is brilliant and refreshing. A truly open-minded platform that feels inclusive of all opinions, ideas, and perspectives. So thank you.
That's lovely.
Isn't that really nice?
I'm glad people feel like that's what we do, because we do try.
Yeah, I agree, even though you think your opinion is gospel. Anyway, we're actually going to get into the episode or what? Because I'm waiting for you to move me on, because I can blab all day.
Oh, sorry. What have you been up to? Anything?
Right, I think it's maybe I should ask you, because I spoke too much. What have you been up to, Zoe?
I was in London at the weekend.
Yeah?
Yep, and it was a gorgeous, festive, wholesome little weekend with my friends.
Tell us everything you did from start to finish.
So we went down on Friday, and my friend Abby, who lives there, moved into her own flat with her boyfriend Rob a few months ago, whereas before she was with flatmates. So we just stayed in hers on Friday night, had like festive bites, you know, like picky bits.
Yum.
Love it. Pizza and that. A couple of sexies. And then just chilled, all caught up, wee bit of chit chat. We were actually going to do our Secret Santa, and we usually watch a holiday together every year as well, like at the start of December. But we then thought, why are we all taking our Secret Santas down there when she's literally coming up for Christmas?
Yeah.
So we're going to do that when she's home this weekend. And we forgot to put the bloody holiday on as well because we're chatting too much. So we need to do that in our day. Anyway, we just did that Friday night. Saturday we had a really slow morning, just did like pastries. And then we went out about 2ish, I think, and went into Soho and went to Cahoots.
Oh yeah, that's
that
the
what
bar
that's called?
downstairs.
Yeah, but we were just, well, they've got the kind of small upstairs bit and then they've got the other bit, but it was mobbed, so we just had a drink at the bar in there quite quick. But it was so festive, loved it in there. Although they said, oh yeah, you can just come in and stand at the bar, but then everyone kept moving us. Because we were obviously in the way.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, well, don't say we can do that then, do you know what I mean? So we only had one in there and we thought, fuck this. And then we went into, what's the bit next to that that's kind of outdoor, but indoor, and it's got all the...
Oh, Kingley Court.
Yeah, we went in there, had a drink in there, and then we went to dinner. Dinner was unbelievable. Polpo.
Italian.
Unsure, but it was so good.
What did you have?
Really good food. We just shared about everything, but we had arancini, which was one ball to start, and we were like, great, there's 4 of us, but it was enough. Prawns. What else did we have? We had sort of like, not mozzarella sticks, but like a fancy version of them with like truffle on them. We all don't love truffle, but it was like, I couldn't really taste it. They were good. And then the bread was warm sourdough with aioli. What the fuck you call it. Gorgeous. And then we had a couple of pastas to share. We had like a beef, sort of quite typical pasta, but it was unreal. And then we had a pumpkin ravioli. Fucking gorgeous. And then we had, what's those fries that aren't actually potatoes?
Polenta chips.
No. They look like fries, really skinny.
Oh, courgette.
Yeah, but what do you call them?
Courgette frites.
No, that wasn't the name, but there was something like that. And I think we had something else. Maybe the prawns were the main. Unsure, but all of it was just delicious. And see, when none of them were big portions, so we weren't like too full. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That ruined your
Sounds
night.
lovely.
And then we were going to see Devil Wears Prada musical.
No, can't believe you went to see that.
I'll be honest, guys, good but not amazing.
The Queen has spoken.
Good but not amazing.
Your opinion is gospel for this and this alone.
No, honestly, I would recommend if you're down with like,
This is a new West End show, right?
yeah.
And it's the one that
obviously,
Elton John
he did
wrote
the
songs.
music.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're down with like your mum or sister or girl pals and it's like, or you're really into the movie, I would say go and see it because it's like a nice night out and it's
Yeah.
fun and it
And
is
what's that
enjoyable.
woman in actually Miranda?
Yeah, Vanessa Williams.
Yeah.
From Ugly Betty.
Yeah.
She was Miranda, thank God, because I started to get that way. I was like
There's going to be like a
a substitute.
substitute, yeah.
No, she was, and she was amazing. But I think it's just, it was never going to be as good as the film.
Yeah.
And from a musical geek point of view, I usually get obsessed with the music and will listen to it on repeat for like a couple of weeks after. I can't tell you one song.
Really?
Like I left thinking none of that music was Malky.
That rememberable.
Memorable.
Memorable, that's the word.
Yeah. So it's not, like at the time I was like, I'm loving it. But yeah, I just wasn't blown away. And Jilly texted me because she's going saying like, but was the fashion amazing? And I was like, actually no, it wasn't. But I think it's different when it's on stage as well because it needs to be, everything needs to be visual enough for an audience who aren't all sitting close. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, I don't know, I just think the film's so good and I love the film and it was never going to be as good as that.
Yeah, fair
But I
enough.
would still recommend going and giving it a bash.
And then what did you do after?
We went to Archer Street, which I'd never been in because we've never been able to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And we went up to the door and they were like, oh no, it's reservation only. And I thought, we're not having this tonight. We actually got one of those wee drivers to drive us there as well. You know, the wee...
Tuk-tuks?
yeah. So with the Christmas music blaring, so that was fun. So we left the door and I said to Abby, because I feel like she's got a better poker face than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, just say that we've got a friend in there called Ryan Jackson. And they
You
told,
did Natalia?
we did Italia and they told us to go in. She was like, right, okay. So we said that. Then she was like, can you get him to come out? I was like, fucking hell. We were like, yeah, no bother, we'll go phone him. So we left the queue again. And I was like, just change my name in your phone and text me and phone me. And obviously just say, can't get a hold of him, he's not coming out. And I don't know if she either, we kind of think she knew that we were at it, but just appreciated the effort. Or if she just thought, fuck it, just go in.
Yeah.
So that got us in, thankfully.
I can't believe that. That's brilliant.
I don't really understand what the need for a reservation was though, because there's not a lot of tables in there.
Mm-mm.
No
It
one
is
was.
small, though. I think
No
it's got
one was
lots
at a
of
table.
Floors, hasn't it?
Is it not just the toilets upstairs?
I can't remember.
I think it is.
Is it?
Anyway, if you've not been or don't know what it is, they basically every so often staff go up and sing.
Yeah.
And they like stand on the tables and whatever, and then like in between it's just like tune after tune.
They sing just really good songs.
Yeah, so we were up like dancing on the tables and all that as well. It was a fucking great night. I was there until it closed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was us on the Saturday. And then on the Sunday we went to Battersea Power Station.
So you didn't go to Winter Wonderland then?
No, we couldn't get in.
Oh.
We didn't order tickets.
And then your soul's out quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, but do you know what? Is that a bit gimmicky?
I love Winter Wonderland Bavarian Village. I had one of the best ever days last year on a Sunday. But the actual rest of it, I'm never that bothered. I don't go on many rides and I don't really love like toffee apples and shit.
Yeah,
know what I
same
mean?
really. I feel like markets always sound good, but when you're there you're a bit like,
Yeah.
right. So no, we didn't go there, but the next day we went to Battersea Power Station and just had a wander about, got something to eat. And then that was kind of us, time to head home.
Yeah.
So it was quick, but it was
Fly
good.
home.
Yeah, flew there and back. It's just, everything takes ages in London, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, everywhere's a long drive.
Was it nice weather there when you were there?
It was actually quite pleasant,
Was it dry?
dry, and the sun was out a wee bit as well.
Yeah, that's nice weather, isn't it?
It was like kind of Great Western Road weather, but not as cold as you would like. But we were getting
GWR.
there. Yeah. So it was a lovely weekend. Had a great time.
Oh, wow. I don't really know what I've been up to be fair, since I last saw you. Friday night I went cinema with Jilly and we went to see Wicked again.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully she booked the iSense cinema at the Odeon. I had no idea that she'd booked that particular screen, and she hadn't listened to our Patreon episode where we were saying
Wasn't loud enough.
yeah. So you might have seen that we shared in our stories that somebody messaged and said that the director has put an announcement out that the cinemas aren't playing it loud enough, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And to just basically ask them to turn it up. And I thought that's such like behaviour that I cannot do.
No, I know.
But anyway, got to the Odeon and she'd booked the iSense. And as soon as I sat down, the adverts were on, I thought, oh my God, the sound was all the way around. I didn't realise that was like a special screen within Odeon Lux.
No, I don't think I knew that either.
It's the screen as soon as you get in there. It's like the number one. It's a bit like IMAX, I guess.
Yeah, like everything's just intense.
Yeah. So I was in the toilet and there was a pod piggy in there. She worked there. So hello, if you're listening. And she was saying, oh my God, like, I love your podcast. And she's like, oh, what you seeing? I says, I'm seeing Wicked. And she said, oh, I says, but this is the second time I've seen it because the first time I didn't enjoy the experience. And she said, we've been inundated with people asking us to turn them up. So we've actually had to tweak the volume settings on every single cinema. And I told her I was in the iSense screen. She went, oh, you're in the best one anyway. She went, that's even better. So seriously, like, I loved it so much, just as much the second time round, and Ginny loved it as well, and we were both crying. It was just amazing. Oh, I had a really nice facial with Olivia Taylor. So you know how we spoke about her? She got me in last minute, so I had a really nice pregnancy safe, like lymphatic drainage one. It was beautiful. I went for dinner with my friend yesterday and we went to Margot, but then we actually went across to Prince's Square and I went into the new opening of and Another Stories.
Oh yes, that's open now.
Yeah, so I was just strolling by and I thought, oh, I'll have a little look in. It's really nice. It's massive actually.
Is it?
Yeah. And then I went upstairs to the Essence of Harris pop-up to get a candle. My favourite candle ever is Ha from Essence of Harris. So I thought I'll treat myself to that. And I'm also doing a competition with the Sister Method that will have finished by the time this comes out. But I bought a candle for that hamper as well.
Nice.
When I was in there, I got told by a source that anthropology is coming to Prince's Square.
That's exactly what we said it needed, was it not?
We are the future. You know where All Saints is? All Saints is moving and anthropology is going all the way across that wall.
Wow.
Yep.
Princess Square, by the way.
It's popping off. And there was like loads of such cute old men all doing like little carols singing on the bottom floor.
Ouch.
Where that Zabibo is, and everyone was sat outside and they were singing. It was really sweet. Really nice. And I felt like such a Christmas buzz when I was in there.
They do it up so nice as well. Like it is like cosy and wholesome in there.
And you know where else I went? I went to the Fort. I went into the new Primark, by the way.
How was that experience?
I was in and out. I couldn't be asked to get anything. I actually got some maternity bras from there and they were shit, so don't recommend. But I went into Primark and then I went around for some other shops. But do you know what I didn't realise? That Hotel Chocolat within the Fort, they've got a huge cafe at the back. I feel like I've missed that, or has that been extended? Because you can get the chocolatier, velvetier chocolate like you can in town.
Yeah.
On McCannon Street. And then if you go round, there's a massive cafe.
No, I don't think I knew that either.
So I'm definitely going to go to the Fort and have a little hot chocky wocky. I think that's a lovely little idea.
Chill and kick back.
Yeah.
Feet up.
But the Fort pops off these days. I went into
Mobbed.
I went into Mama's and Papa's and paid my pram up because that was due to pay up Christmas Eve and CBA to do that then. And then I went into M&S again, loved it. Went into River Island again. That's so good at the moment.
I need to have a wee look in there, I think.
It is really good. Mango, I think the mango at the Fort's crap.
You can tell the mangoes, the H&Ms, that they prioritise by location, and the Fort's just not one for either of them that gets prioritised.
Yeah, it's not, is it?
They're both quite shit.
Yeah.
Because the mango at Silverburn's unreal.
Is it?
That gets the good stuff.
Is H Beauty there yet?
Not yet. I think it's January.
So, as it's Christmas Day tomorrow,
yeah,
are you going to tell me what you're up to this Christmas?
This Christmas.
Because you know what it's like. When we come back in January, no one wants to know what you're up to.
Nobody cares. So, Christmas Eve, I think tonight, I will just have a cosy night.
Yeah.
We film on. We hot chocolate. Maybe a bit of cheese.
Have you got a cookie? Or you're not sure yet?
Undecided at the moment. I will be with Cookie on Christmas Day though, because I'll be at my mum's regardless. But undecided on that one. Not sure if I want the broken sleep.
Yes.
For Santa coming. But we can't all have it well. Anyway, Christmas Day, I am going to my mum's for dinner. So wake up in mine, go to Jason's sisters, see Millie and all of them. gift exchange.
Yep.
Then he'll take me to my mum's. He'll come in, gift exchange, etc. And then he'll go off for dinner and I'll stay there, and then we'll probably just meet up later at night.
Nice.
If not at home.
Yeah.
Depending on how the day goes. And then Boxing Day, I'll go to my dad's, do it all again, and then probably out. A few drinks at the pub.
Crafty.
I like going out on Boxing Day. It's always mobbed and just good feels, do you know what I mean?
Do you need to book it, or are you just going to stroll in?
Just stroll in, I think. Don't know, it's quite a risky one, I suppose, because last year I'm sure we had to wait outside for a bit.
Oh my God, we did for ages. That was annoying.
Yeah, and it's freezing and it kind of ruins the vibes of it.
Yeah, forgot about that.
But I don't know, I mean, there's plenty of options around there, I feel, so worst case scenario, you can nip into another pub.
Yeah, that's very true.
But that's about it, just kind of usual stuff, really. This weekend, my nana's birthday is a few days before Christmas, so she's 85. So we're celebrating that. We're just going out for dinner.
That's nice.
My uncle's up from England. We're doing a kind of pre-Christmas with him. It's just loads of family plans, really. Apart from that, I don't really have much going on.
Yeah.
We're meeting up in between. Well, I'll see you anyway.
Are we?
For Secret Santa.
Oh yeah, what day is that again?
Forget, I think it's the 29th.
Nice. Cute.
But that's about it. What's your plans?
So my plans kind of are a little bit more before Christmas Day. This Friday, so this would be the 21st. Harty's coming up to spend Christmas with us. I know you guys have spoke about him over the years. He comes and spends Christmas Day with us. So he's still coming up. But we've just got told that his girlfriend, Ellie, is going to be able to join us for a couple of the days, which I'm really happy.
Nice.
He's got a girlfriend now, by the way, who I love very much. But Ellie's going to join us, and she's going to come for the 22nd and 23rd and go home back down to Leicester way for the 24th.
Lovely.
So we're going to do that for the weekend. Also, my friend from Dubai is coming over to spend Saturday with me. So this Saturday, we're going out in town. And then for me, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day is just very much at home. I'll be cooking for those two. They can help me because I might struggle a bit.
Bloody better.
Yeah. A very small dinner, just be cooking for me, Harty and Rich. I'll probably FaceTime my family and then Boxing Day see you and then go to the pub. I mean, it's the same thing for me every year.
I know.
It's hard with my
Same for
family
me
down
as well.
south. And it's always, before that, it was always hard with Richard with football. That was always the restriction, was the football, because as you know, football was massive on Boxing Day. There was always a game Boxing Day.
Yes, you're kind of used to it just being a bit more chill and...
Yeah. And then in Scottish Premiership, you got a week off in January, so the first week in Jan, we always kind of treated that as our little trip together.
Yeah.
So yeah, this year it's just different, I guess.
I'd actually quite like to go to the cinema on Christmas Eve and see Mufasa.
Oh, the new Lion King film.
Yeah. Jason's like, it's not very Christmassy, and I'm like, I know, but it's still like quite a cosy night.
Can't you get it on Amazon Prime and watch it at home with your hot chocolates?
I mean, maybe, but I love the cinema.
No, I know. It is a
I
nice
love
experience.
the cinema. Moana 2 is also out.
Not my vibe, sis.
That is my vibe. But I think I'm going to go see that with Sarah, who I did my volunteer in the Caribbean with, because Moana 1 came out when we were away.
So it's like a bit of
The music
nostalgia
kind of
for you.
reminds us we used to sing
like
all the
that.
time. You're welcome. Anyway, yeah, that's really it.
What's that song again?
What can I say except you're welcome?
Is that Moana?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
It's The Rock that sings it.
Is it?
Yeah, The Rock's a big guy in it.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a man of many talents.
He is, by the way.
Gorgeous.
Anyway, that's us.
That's us,
have
a little short episode there, kind of. Murray's like, this was meant to be short. And then we're going to go head over to Patreon now, do a few more dilemmas, and then catch you next week where we talk all about your positive feels of ending 2024 on a high and what you're looking forward to 2025. Anything small, anything big wins. We want to hear it. We want to, make it you feel good.
Absolutely. Well, Merry fucking Christmas. I hope you have a great time.
Yeah, Merry fucking Christmas. I hope you get everything that you wish and spend lots of time with your loved ones, eat lots of amazing food. We can't wait to hear all about it. Not too much because no one gives a shit about Christmas once it's gone, but you know what I mean. Have a really good time.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Love you, bye.
Bye.